Welcome everyone, I'm Dennis Pitzenbarger. We're here on SEMA Central stage, SEMA 2014, with my new friend, Greg Krueger. How you doing today, sir?
Very well, thank you.
You know, you came up here to talk about vehicle connectivity, and it is amazing how much the vehicle on the interior side has changed, because it started with little things, now smartphones, everything from Bluetooth, and now, I mean, I just sat in a friend of mine's Tesla P85 the other day, and it had the monster screen with all kinds of things that you could be connected to your car with, but it starts there and then it goes forward.
Absolutely, and one of the things that we're talking about is some upcoming NHTSA decisions and announcements, but even beyond that, with some things that GM is starting to do, vehicle connectivity for crash avoidance, so that every vehicle becomes, to a certain degree, a beacon telling everybody in its surrounding what it's doing, what its intentions are, where it's going, so that the vehicles around it can then make decisions about what to do not to crash into that vehicle.
Wow, so you're talking about a vehicle having avoidance systems, lane departure, crash avoidance, even now pedestrian avoidance, will now be able to look at GPS of other cars on the road sitting next to it going down the freeway.
Yes, essentially,
wow.
Yes. Yeah, it's a way that we're looking at, we lose 30,000 plus people a year on the roads, just in fatalities and many, many more in injuries. And we've looked at the technology can reduce that by 80-some%. So if we can cut that number by 80%, that's a huge improvement that we can see just from essentially a Wi-Fi device in the vehicle talking to other vehicles around it and responding.
That is very cool. Now I can see that being a big advantage. Also, maybe even taking some people that, and Vegas is a place where you sometimes indulge too much, but it might even be something that could work into even keeping that sort of thing off the road as well. Do you see that even maybe intertwining with, intoxicants? There's always that, have the thing that plugs in your car so it won't start. I'm just thinking of ways that this can help save lives.
Oh, absolutely. And it actually goes to that point a step further, and it enables a lot of the autonomous driving and self-driving of vehicles. So now you've got the machine visions and the radars that are seeing what's happening around you. With vehicle connectivity, I can talk to vehicles 3, 4, 5, 10 vehicles ahead of me, or that I can't see, or that are blocked for us by something, as well as talking to traffic signals, talking to signs on the road. So the entire network, the entire traffic system becomes a network of networked vehicles coordinating with each other. And the next step, again, we're a few years down the road, is self-driving. So I get in, I start the car, and car takes me where I need to go.
Let me ask you something. One of the things about technology that is always sometimes a burden is infrastructure to support the technology. It's easy to say that Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York would be adapted to this kind of thing, maybe even my hometown of Portland. But then when I go to the rural city, how does that infrastructure as a hurdle for someone that's trying to push technology like yourself, how do you look at that as a way to overcome that?
It really is two steps. So there's the vehicle-to-vehicle side that requires essentially no infrastructure. So my vehicle's talking to your vehicle. I don't really care about anything else in the rest of the world. I don't need somebody else coming in. But the next step beyond that is vehicle talking to infrastructure. So being able to talk to traffic signals, curb speed warning, and then integrating all of that in with the cell system. So you can deploy without any infrastructure and then start to build infrastructure based off of that, as well as integrating in, like I said, the smartphone in your car, the system you saw in the Tesla, to be able to bring that mapping and that advanced data stream into the vehicle.
Well, I was just curious how you approach that, because I know that as technology soars straight up, it's those things that you have to think, I don't think I could figure it out, but I can see where the hurdles might be. So it's interesting to talk to you about that stuff. If people want more information about what you do, how to get involved with this technology, how to be an innovator in this vertical category of the automotive world, how do we do that?
Well, you can get in touch through SEMA, and the folks at SEMA can get back in touch with me. Email me directly, Gregory, gregory.d.krueger at Leidos, Leidos.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Greg. Thank you so. In 5 years, when I'm having a car drive me from my hotel to the convention center, I'll think of you. I'll know that it came from your brain pan. I appreciate coming up here. SEMA Central, I'm Dennis Pitzenbarger. We will see you very soon.